All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to bring a new company to you that I have not talked about before. It is a small cap, high growth company. It's in an industry I've never dealt with before, so I did do a nice deep dive on this one, and I've come up with a lot of stuff. This company is gold. It's literally gold. This is a company that deals with gold, and they do so in a way that's a little bit different than most of your traditional mining companies. So I think they've got a really interesting story to be told. I also think there is a lot of potential upward pressure on this stock. There could be a potential 2 or 3x, maybe more. So there's so many different avenues on this that I want to get to. This is a paid promotional video, just so that everybody is clear. This company wants to raise awareness among investors about what they do, so I am glad to go through what they do. It's a lot of different stuff, so I'll try and get through it as fast as I can, but it's a very, very interesting company. It's very unique, and I think it has a lot of potential. So again, this is not financial advice, but stay tuned. I'm going to do my best to let you know what these guys do and what their potential is. So the company I'm talking about is GoldMining Inc. So they have 2 stock tickers, so please be careful. On the TSX, they trade as GOLD, G-O-L-D. But on the New York Stock Exchange, they trade under the ticker GLDG. So please be careful because those are different tickers on the different exchanges. Okay, I'm going to read to you what they say they do, and then I'm going to try to explain it in my own words. Okay, so I'm going to start with the basics. This is their most recent interim financial statements. This is from management's discussion and analysis. This section is called business overview. So in their words, the company is a public mineral exploration company focused on the acquisition and development of gold assets in the Americas. Through its disciplined acquisition strategy, the company now controls a diversified portfolio of resource stage gold and gold copper projects in Canada, USA, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. Company strategy. The company's long-term growth strategy is premised on the execution of a dual-pronged approach of advancing the existing portfolio, including pursuing partnerships and joint ventures, the continuation of evaluating accretive acquisition opportunities, and evaluating spin-outs and disposition opportunities. I'm going to try and let you know what I think that all that means. One thing I want to say right off the bat is this actually is not a gold mining company, despite the fact that it's called GoldMining Inc. They deal in gold mining. They own gold mines. But ultimately what they do is a lot of the early stage developmental work and or distressed projects that they get at a good value. So they look to buy these things, develop them along, and then effectively either sell them or create some streams of revenue in several different ways. And I'm going to go through some of those ways. I'm going to run through an example of what they do because they just had what I consider a Grand Slam home run example in 2021, which was last year. Okay, so if I go to the November 30th, 2020 year-end financial statement, you'll see in the footnotes they list all their subsidiaries. So if I look at this list at November 30th, 2020, you're going to see most of the way down the list, there's a company called Gold Royalty Corp. They then took this company public. So they spun this off, did an IPO of $90 million, and this now generates an annual cash flow of about $1 million. So they now own, you'll see their ownership is now down to 15%, and that has happened in stages. They were, remember, a 94% owner. They then took it public. It dropped to 48%. They then acquired some other gold companies and further diluted, but they still do own 20 million plus shares of this stock. So if you look at this Gold Royalty Corp, GROY, this was once their subsidiary. It is now its own $359 million company. So this is their business model. This is what they do. This is one of the ways that they try to get where they're going. That one subsidiary was worth twice as much as their entire balance sheet was just 1 year earlier. So these are the types of opportunities, and they have dozens of these opportunities, and they continue to look for more. So the key is going to be execution here going forward. We've already seen them do this on one project. They have another one ready and set to go. And they, like I said, I'm going to show you the list. They own multiple gold mines. As the market recovers and as gold is getting very strong, these 2 companies together, GoldMining Inc. and the shares that they own in Gold Royalty, I would expect would appreciate. Now, of course, we don't know. We don't know if gold's going to appreciate. We don't know what the future brings. But I'm trying to explain the potential of what this company is doing. And gold right now is on a little bit of a run. So if we take a quick look at the stock, this is ticker GLDG, like I said, on the New York Stock Exchange, and it's gold on the TSX. So it's trading in US dollars, it's trading for $1.34 at this moment. That gives it a $222.7 million market cap. I'm going to show you a few other projects that just on their own seem to be worth this entire market cap, if not more. This company does not conduct business as usual. It's not a gold mining company. It's not a copper mining company. It's not a silver mining company, but they do own a lot of those mines. So the way this works is essentially, in the words of another company that I follow a lot, this is an asset light type model. They're not doing the mining themselves. They're buying the mines, they own the mines, they improve the mines, and then they sell them and make profits on the mines. So we saw a list of their subsidiaries, and you'll see this is a long list. And again, they're virtually 100% owner in most of these. Now, they have sold the gold royalty company, so they've already realized their $100+ million on that. So in addition to this list of subsidiaries, this is the list of the actual gold mines that they own. This is in their consolidated footnotes. Exploration and evaluation assets on a project basis are as follows. So they have all of the following projects. I'm not going to read you all those. It will take too much time. But you can see these projects, even the biggest one, La Mina, is on the books for only $14 million. Okay, so in management's discussion in the same financial statements, you'll see a section called La Mina Gold Project. So I'm going to read the highlighted area. On January 12th, 2022, the company announced results of a PEA. The PEA estimated a pre-tax net present value of $340 million at a 5% discount rate and an after-tax net present value of $232 million with an internal rate of return of 14.5%. If it had a net present value of $340 million at gold 1600, if gold goes up 20%, that number's going to go up 20%. This is currently listed as a $14 million asset on their balance sheet. So ultimately, when they get to where they're going, they're probably going to generate, anywhere from 5 to 10-fold that amount of money in a reasonably short period of time because they're well through the process on this particular project. So they have projects at various stages. They have 3 projects, I believe, that are all the way through permitting and already have PEAs. So those are closer to the finish line. This is one of those. This one project has a net present value of $340 million. And remember, the entire market cap of this whole company is $222 million. So you can see where I think there's massive upside potential. Okay, so I'm going to go to another slide in their presentation. Gold mining assets, a diverse portfolio of projects throughout the Americas. They have gold, silver, and copper. The thing is, this is all yet to be mined. So you'll look. In units, this is in millions of ounces. They have 12.5 million ounces of gold measured and indicated. Past that, they have 13.5 million ounces in inferred gold. So that's the expectation of additional gold that they will find by the time they're done mining. So there's no promise on that. But altogether, they also have silver and copper in these mines as well. So they convert that to gold equivalent. So they have 16.2 million ounces of gold equivalent measured and indicated, and they have another 16.2 inferred. So that's 32 million ounces of gold. This stuff is in the ground. It is not yet mined. So there's all the time and cost of mining this and extracting it. So we can't just say they have 32 million ounces of gold and that gold's worth $1,925. So, they're worth X amount of money. That would be more than 100 times their current value. There is an analyst that went through and did a net present value on this company, and they've come up with a number. So I want to show you their number that I think is a lot more realistic versus thinking that maybe, this is going to do 100x. This stock right now is trading for $1.34. And if you look at HC Wainwright, you'll see that they have a price target of $5.25 on this. So obviously this is one analyst. I don't know if they're right or wrong, but that's what they've done. They did the work. They did a discounted cash flow model on this. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one other thing. Again, this is just one mine, but they go through this quite a bit in their presentation because I think they're advanced quite a bit of way through this. And again, this looks like another one that could potentially be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So US Gold Mining, Alaska, USA. This is the Whistler project. This, I believe, they're going to spin off on its own, whether through an IPO or whatever method they use. So this is a very gold-rich environment. This is just one project. So I'm going to finish up on the charts here. This is the GLDG chart on the 1-day time frame. So you'll see recently they hit a high of around $1.63. They're trading at $1.34 right now, but I'm going to zoom out because I'm going to show you some potential price targets that this could hit. Okay, so I put some green lines on here, and these are my own personal price targets. So again, this is not financial advice. I can't tell you to buy this stock or sell this stock. I'm just trying to raise awareness on this stock, and I'm giving you my thoughts on this. What I did want to show you is you're going to see 4 yellow lines. In the last 3 years, this was a rally they had just a little over 3 years ago. It was a 122% rally in their stock. The stock then pulled back, and they had a 378% rally from March of 2020 to August of 2020. Their stock pulled back again, and then they had another 103% rally in March of 2022. And then most recently, just a few months ago, in November of 2022, they had another 106% rally. Now, their stock did pull back after that. You'll see a bunch of weekly red candles in a row. However, it's now on the move. So there's some reasonable price targets here, somewhere around $2, somewhere around $3. You'll see that H.C. Wainwright had a price target on this of $5.25. So when I look at this, I see maybe a 50% upside if it were just to get back to $2 where it just was in March of 2022. It's 125% if it can get back to the about $3 that it was at a few years ago. And then if it reaches H.C. Wainwright's price target, and that's their 1-year price target, that's 297% from where they are right now. So those are some potentials. Again, there's no guarantee of that at all. These are simply price targets, and this is not financial advice. And as always, please invest carefully. There's always risk involved in all these. Okay, so those are my thoughts on GoldMining Inc. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Remember to hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. And thanks so much, and we will see you in the next video.